Hi my lovelies, I'm going to try and do this in one video, hopefully, and hopefully you've seen part one, which is about scrubs and masks. Okay, so I've done a completely separate video just telling you about my favourite scrub and my favourite mask. And the reason I've done both of those in one video, and I'm going to be doing both of those in these, is because I use both of them at the same time. Okay, so I don't need to tell you any more about the product. It is, well, it's the Repechage, the honey and almond scrub. Okay, that's it's a substantial price, I know, but you'll get a lot out of it. It doesn't seem to matter what kind of skin type you have. It works really well with them all, but I had really good results on people who had oily and acneic and blackheads, and especially acne as well. This was really good. So let's just show you what I've done. Just going to get my washcloth and just, I've already cleansed my face anyway. And this particular product is really thick. How I would suggest using it is before you step in the shower, because it's easier to shower off than it is to get off, because it has got actual honey in it. So the way that I do my honey and scrub is that I do this, and you see what I've just done, gone to put it on my cheek first. Okay, if you haven't watched the other video, watch it, but don't put it on your cheeks first. It's just a natural thing that we all automatically do. And what I do is I'll put it up here, I'll put it on here and on here, and you can see how thick it is. Now, if you find that it's really super thick, get your calming mist of any kind or spray water and just go over it slightly, and then just in circular motions, just take this scrub all the way down your face. And this is what I say to people: unless you have acne on your cheeks, avoid the cheeks, okay? You don't want to be causing any excess redness there. And this mask can also be used on the lips, but obviously I'm talking to you guys. At the same time I use this, I'm going to use a medicated mask. There's no messing around. You don't need to mess around. This is going to sit on a good 10 minutes. And with the mask, you're going to work the mask in. Like I say, for my people who have acne and blackheads, this is absolutely fantastic, because you're using a medicated, it's almost like you're using a medicated scrub. And I'm going to take it right round here. Now this would be the point that if you have acne or blackheads here on your cheek, you can use this on your cheek now, okay? You just didn't want to use the scrub. I never think you need to use any kind of scrub on your cheeks. It'll just worsen any redness that you've got. And then I'm going to use a bit more, and I'm going to use just the plain. See, just the plain. And like I say, I would only do that if you have acne or blackheads there that you want to clean out and get medicated. And then I'm going to do on the nose and above here. Put the lid back on. Honestly, if you're doing this maybe twice a month, these are going to last a good 8 to 10 months. I'm not joking. I mean, you don't need to use as much product as I use. I want to show you this. And then in gentle circular motions with the fingertips, and it's very gentle. What you want to do is just go round the orbital of your face, go around here, just so that that almond and the oatmeal can start lifting debris where it needs to lift it. So do all around the outskirts first. Now I would definitely say, if you want to take this down on your neck and your décolleté, you can do that. I just want to give you an idea of how I'm doing it. The nose in circles as well. And you know my philosophy of waiting 3 days before and after any treatment. So if you've done a dermaplane, wait 3 days after your dermaplane. If you've done any kind of retinol treatment, wait 3 days after a retinol. You want your skin to be kind of calm. So all I'm doing really is just mixing this in onto my face. And this really, really is an exceptional, that I think they're two powerful products, these. I mean, I'm not joking. I really found these to be exceptional. I use these all the time. And then, like I say, you don't really need to do any kind of heavy scrubbing on your cheeks, because we know that we get redness around the cheeks, okay? So that's my scrub done. My scrubby scrub. I'm going to give her 10 minutes, and then after 10 minutes, my suggestion would be you get in the shower and shower it off, but I will just remove mine with a washcloth, you know, in front of you guys. But that is why I use a mask, a medicated, and you can see I don't really have a lot of breakouts in that, but I always use a medicated mask anyway with a scrub. And it's not just your crap scrub that you get at the shops. I'm sorry, it is one of the best scrubs I've ever found. Another use I found for this scrub, just to let you know in case I didn't mention it in the beginning video, was that if you shave underneath your arms and you get ingrown hairs, this is fantastic. So I would shave under your arms, and then for maybe a day or two after, just get a little bit of this and just do it underneath your arms. It's going to cool down anything as far as ingrown hairs is concerned, and you know, any little dots that you get, oh, it's a nightmare. And the same with if you have had under there waxed and you suffer with when the hair's coming through, you have the little lumpy bumpies. You can also use this on your, you know, on your bikini area if you have a wax, or if you shave that area and you have the same problem. A lot of people have that problem. I would always recommend this scrub for that area just for 2 or 3 days after, just to sort of lightly start getting those hairs to come out. And if you are someone on the darker end of the skin tone, and you also suffer, because as you probably know, when you have much darker skin, the hairs, when they grow up, they don't just grow up and out like they do on Caucasian skin. They grow round, and a lot of the darker skinned ladies and gentlemen, they tend to have, you can see sort of the round, you know, where it gets trapped. This is fabulous for your skin, just to let you know. As long as you're not allergic to almonds, this is a fabulous thing. And I would definitely recommend, if you are darker skinned, you could use this a good couple of days a week, just on its own, just as a light exfoliation, just wherever you get those hairs that are, you know, sort of trapped under the skin. It would just help slough them to come to the surface. Anyhow, gonna give it 10 minutes, come back to you in 10 minutes. Hi my darlings, I'm back again, and it's been 10 minutes, and this mask, because it is a clay mask, has set a little bit. Now, like I say, ideally, if you can stand in the shower and get this off, it's a lot easier. But for now, I'm not going to do that. I'll just show you how to do it if you're not going to take a shower. Well, not till later on. I'm going to just loosen her up. I literally use this like it's going out of fashion. This e.l.f. calming, it's so good. So I'm just going to loosen it up. And what I did with my washcloths, I've got 3 of them, is I already ran them under nice warm water, and I've left them for the full duration, 10 minutes, to be really cool. The reason is because you don't want to be making your face any warmer than it's going to be when you start sloughing this off. So I always go for cool, okay? So, and by cool I mean as cold as you can, and then just in gentle circular motions, start removing it. Now, if you were going to stand in the shower, yes, you would take your washcloth in with you, not boiling hot water, by the way, guys, as cool as you can, and then just start removing the mask. And the way to remove it properly, circular motions, like I say, if you can. And you don't want to be pressing down too hard. I know it looks like my skin's going very red. My skin goes red. You know, my skin and a tomato could have a contest on who's the reddest most of the time anyway. It's just natural. And my skin is so super, super pale anyway that anything, it always looks sort of this kind of colour anyway. So, I'm still on the first washcloth at the moment, just sort of trying to remove as much of the surface stuff as possible. Okay, let's get the next washcloth. Next washcloth, it's still cool. And I always use 3 washcloths because I definitely want to make sure it's completely and utterly off. Tell you what, guys, if you have acne, this is one of, and I kid you not, this is a lot of, virtually all of my acne people that came through that I could do a treatment on. This would be the #1 treatment that I got such good results after I'd done the extractions. You know, got everything out the skin that needed to come out. I used to do this mask afterwards, and it would immediately, because it does take the redness down a bit. Initially, when you're touching your skin, it's going to go a bit red, but once you start taking it down and it's come off, the redness should have gone down quite a bit. Okay, so that is going to be, and you do what you feel is the most to get all of this product off, okay? You don't want any clay stain on. Okay, I just rinsed my face and you can see the redness is going a lot. Now this is the point. Now, you know, you kind of want to keep doing this once a week is fabulous. Do this once a week, twice a week would be great. But you definitely want to be doing this just to, you know, get rid of any dead skin off your face. If you do not like dermaplaning and removing the hair off your face and doing all of that, this is great to do, you know, 2 times a week as well. It's because it's going to remove dead skin but not cause any little tiny tears in your skin from what it's doing. But this is the point that I would use a mask then. And you know, I love my Korean stuff. I love the Korean masks. So what I would say first is I never let my face go dry, okay? I'm not paid by Elf. So this is the point, never let my face go dry. I don't want the oil to start switching on. But this is the point that after you've done this treatment, this would be fantastic to use some kind of sheet mask. I love sheet masks. You can use any mask you want, as long as it doesn't have a retinol in it, okay? You want a soothing one. This one is Ebonel, I get it from Amazon, and it's a hyaluronic and collagen sheet mask. And yeah, it hydrates and brightens, and it's just fabulous. I'll put the details. But if you're someone who likes to use a serum on your skin, I don't use a separate serum, but if you do want to use a serum, this would be the point in your, I would do this of an evening, this would be the point that you want to pop your serum on your skin, okay? So pop your serum on now, and let's just pretend that this is a serum, whatever serum it is, and I'm not talking a retinol, and I'm not talking vitamin C. I'm just talking about a regular serum, something that you might like. If not a serum, then the Korean sort of water, you know, water mists that they do. I forgot the name of it, but you could use that at this point. So after it's cleaned, put on whatever serum you want to use now, and you want to put that on underneath your sheet mask. That is because as your skin's drying, as this mask is drying, the first thing your skin's going to suck down into it will be the serum. So that's just a little, you know, green tea serum would be nice. Any kind of serum that you like. Definitely the Koreans do fantastic serums. So that's all I'm saying. That's when I would use my serum with this treatment. And then I like the sheet masks as opposed to the plasticky type of masks. I just really like these ones. I don't know, I just like the fabric of it. So you open up your sheet mask and then you're going to start getting this to go on your face, and it's going to feel very cold, okay? And you want it actually to be as cool as possible because you've just done a treatment on your face that warmed it up. So now my husband's sitting out there waiting for his evening meal on. I decided to start filming, and then the rest of the product that you get in with it, like I say, this is a hyaluronic acid. Hyaluronic acid is not an acid, okay? I don't even know why they call it that. Well, it sort of restores the acid mantle a bit, but what it is it's super, super moisturising. So squeeze out any excess you get from that, and then pop it all the way down your décolleté. Pop it on your arms, pop it everywhere. Do not waste any product, okay? Don't waste any of this product. So if you do want to do a mask on your face, and this is for all skin types, okay? Even my acneic people, you still have to moisturize afterwards. So this would be great for cooling your skin. My rosacea people, oh my gosh, using one of these, you could keep this in the refrigerator and you could use this a couple of times a week if you want it, just to cool your skin all the way down. My rosacea people, this would be fantastic. And you want to leave this on for 5-10 minutes. And what I normally do is, if I feel it's starting to dry too much within the 10 minutes, thank goodness this is not expensive, I just keep renewing it. I really want this hyaluronic acid to go right down into my skin and stay on there, okay? So that would be, I mean, I know it's 3 treatments I've just done on one day, but they're not treatments that are going to, I don't think, cause too much trouble to your skin. But if you want to start getting your skin under control in some way, do them all on the same night. I mean, why not? You know, your skin's lovely and fresh from the scrub, and then you've medicated it as well. So the medication will have had time to sink down into your pores, so that if you have been lifting off any kind of acne or something like that, or you've had breakouts, it's going to have medicated that on the inside. And what we're doing now is we're adding hydration to that, so that you don't turn on your oil plugs and start, you know, clogging your face up with oil again. And yeah, these are fantastic. I mean, yeah, I know I've always loved Korean skincare. You can get these out of Walmart, but if you can get just a nice big pack of them from Amazon, I mean, they do some with all different flavors and stuff like that. And I just got the hyaluronic acid one. It's fabulous. And yeah, use this a couple of times a week. If you're having a really hot flashy, you're so hot that you know, your rosacea is so bad and it's so uncomfortable, keep a stock of these in the refrigerator. Cleanse your face lightly, just really lightly, and put one of these on for 10 minutes and just let it soak in. It will really help reduce you know, the heat from that rosacea. Anything with cucumber in it, aloe in it, anything like that. But the purpose of it being in a mask like this, as opposed to just a cream that you put on, is that the skin always wants hydration in it. So whatever you put underneath this mask now, it's going to suck down into it, and this acts as a barrier, Okay, so it's not going to suck anything out the air now. This is acting as a barrier. And like I say, if you have serums that you love, that you spend a lot of money on, that are not retinol serums, not vitamin C, just regular, you could get, definitely get the ginseng one. Go off to Amazon, and maybe I'll put a list of them down, a couple of nice serums that I see that you could use underneath this mask, just to calm down, you know, any redness, and to calm down any, you know, sort of your acne as well. So I'm going to leave this off 10 minutes and I'm going to come back. See you in 10 minutes. Hi guys, been 10 minutes and now all I'm going to do is peel off this mask from my face. And you do not want to remove this product from your face now. You know, you just don't. And luckily I had enough hydration under there that it's still a little bit hydrated. If it felt really dry at this point, you could mist again, just to get the product just to slip down a bit more. Okay, and then what I'm going to do, y'all know I use Lubriderm. Then all I'm going to do is use some Lubriderm, and I'm going to put the Lubriderm on over the top of this hyaluronic acid, and this will act as a barrier to stop any of that product from sort of, you know, leaving my skin. I actually want it to stay on my skin as long as possible. So all I'm doing, if you have a favourite moisturiser, you could use your favourite moisturiser. Just don't use anything with a retinol at the moment, or an anti-aging one, because that is going to start lifting over, and that's going to soak in, and that's going to actually remove what you've just done. And this is the only thing I'll use. Okay, taking it down with Decollete. Like I say, this is an evening treatment, because now what I would do is, well, obviously I've got to go and cook a meal yet, but if I was doing this about half an hour before bedtime, yeah, and then I just go to bed with my face like this now, and then just clean it off in the morning, and I'm just wiping my hands with everything that's left. So that is a fantastic treatment for all skin types. All skin types. I would say all ages it would cover as well, because if you've got teenagers, people who are just starting, and you're just starting to see little bits of blackheads, this is great. These are expensive products, they're not cheap, but they are one of the best, and I trained with these products. And in combination with the mask and the scrub, it's really going to help lift off any dead layers of skin. And, you know, like I say, always just avoid doing any scrub on this area. You don't, unless you have acne and blackheads in that area, you don't need to do it, okay? You're just going to make it worse. But these two are not going to make it too bad, if that makes any sense. And that was it. Yeah. And I'll see you again in another video. I hope you found that good. You could use that as often as you want during the week, and depending on your budget, if you can only do that once a month, just do it once a month. If you can do it once a week is fantastic, to remove any dead skin off your you know, off your face, and to give yourself a really deep treatment, a deep sort of hyaluronic acid treatment for moisturizing. It is fabulous for that. And yeah, let me know in the comments if any of that helped. I know I'm showing you products, but I'm hoping the aim of my videos is just to get you using a certain amount of products, that you don't have to go and try a load of other stuff if you don't want to. These are basics in my you know, in my beauty cabinet that I will probably never be without. I absolutely love these. And then the Elf Calming Mist, you can make your own. I mean, you could get a spray bottle, put some distilled water in it, put your own sort of lavender oil in it and shake it up. You could do that. I was just too lazy. This works really well for me. And anytime during the day you can use this. And if you do suffer with any kind of rosacea or redness or anything like that, keep one of these in the refrigerator, and then just, you just cannot hydrate your skin enough, you know. And good hydrated skin a skin that looks less aging, should one say. So that is that. I'm hoping you found it helpful, and let me know if that's something you're going to try. And yeah, I'll talk to you all again soon. Bye.